was all that dirty air created by 34 cars. But right now, the position he's in, he actually has a small advantage because everybody else has opened the air up in front of him. And even, oh, here we go. Rubber contact and a huge crash. Up in turn number 2. Oh, multiple cars involved. Oh, my. It looks like Dan Wheldon may be involved in it.
Dan Wheldon, a two-time Indianapolis 500 champion and one of the brightest stars in motorsport, tragically lost his life in a catastrophic crash during the IZOD IndyCar World Championship at Las Vegas Motor Speedway on October 16, 2011. The incident remains one of the darkest days in IndyCar history, exposing critical vulnerabilities in the sport's safety protocols. Wheldon's death, while heartbreaking, catalyzed transformative changes that continue to protect drivers today. The events leading up to the crash. The race was intended to be a thrilling season finale, featuring an oversized field of 34 cars competing on a 1.5-mile high-banked oval track. The Las Vegas Motor Speedway, with its variable banking, allowed for high-speed, multi-lane pack racing. Speeds routinely exceeded 220 miles per hour, with drivers mere inches apart, creating a precarious environment where a single mistake could trigger catastrophic consequences. Even before the race began, concerns were voiced by several drivers about the dangers of such a large field on a track designed for stock car racing rather than open-wheel cars. The combination of high banking, wide racing lanes, and densely packed cars was a recipe for disaster. Unfortunately, these warnings were not heeded. The fateful crash occurred on lap 11. Two cars made contact at the front of the pack, sparking a chain reaction that engulfed 15 vehicles. The wreckage blocked multiple lanes, leaving drivers with little time or space to react. Wheldon, starting from the back of the grid as part of a promotional challenge, was attempting to navigate through the debris field when his car collided with another vehicle. The impact launched his car into the air, sending it spinning toward the catch fence. Tragically, Wheldon's car struck a vertical support post in the fencing. The post penetrated the cockpit, causing catastrophic injuries. The crash's violence was so severe that Wheldon's death was instantaneous. Autopsy findings. An autopsy conducted by the Clark County Coroner's Office confirmed that Wheldon died from blunt force trauma to the head. The specifics of the injuries highlighted the devastating nature of the crash. 1. Cranial and neck trauma. The impact with the vertical post caused significant fractures and compressive injuries to Wheldon's skull and neck. 2. Rapid deceleration. The extreme forces exerted during the crash overwhelmed the protective capabilities of the car's roll hoop and safety gear. 3. Helmet and hands device limitations. While Wheldon was wearing state-of-the-art equipment, including a hands, head and neck support device, the severity of the impact rendered these measures ineffective. The report emphasized that the vertical support post in the catch fence was the primary cause of Wheldon's fatal injuries. Despite advancements in car design and driver safety equipment, the design of the fencing posed an inherent risk to drivers in airborne crashes. Investigative findings. Following the crash, IndyCar conducted a thorough investigation, supplemented by input from independent experts. The findings revealed several critical primary factors that contributed to the tragedy. 1. Field size and track configuration. The decision to allow 34 cars on a high-banked oval track was widely criticized. The track's wide surface and variable banking encouraged aggressive, multi-lane racing, increasing the likelihood of collisions. Unlike traditional road courses or flat ovals, high-banked tracks facilitate constant close-quarters racing, leaving drivers with little room for error. 2. Car design limitations. The Dallara chassis used at the time met existing safety standards, but was not equipped to handle the unique forces generated during high-speed airborne crashes. The open cockpit design, a hallmark of IndyCar vehicles, left drivers vulnerable in situations where debris or fencing penetrated the protective structure. 3. Catch fence hazards. The catch fence, designed to protect spectators by containing cars, unintentionally created significant risks for drivers. The vertical posts provided structural support, but posed a deadly threat in incidents where airborne vehicles collided with them. Wheldon's fatal injuries were a direct result of this design flaw. Secondary factors contributing to the tragedy. 1. Car aerodynamics. The high downforce setup used in the race made cars easy to drive at high speeds, encouraging pack racing. This minimized driver skill differentiation and increased the likelihood of large-scale crashes. 2. Driver incentives. Wheldon was competing in a unique promotion, starting at the back of the field with a chance to win $5 million if he claimed victory. This may have encouraged aggressive driving, though Wheldon's movements in the crash sequence showed he was attempting to avoid the pileup. How can tragedies like this be avoided in the future? In the aftermath of the crash, numerous recommendations were made to improve safety in IndyCar racing. 1. Safer track selection. Tracks with high banking and wide surfaces are inherently unsuitable for open-wheel racing. Permanent road courses, street circuits, and flat ovals are better suited to the unique dynamics of IndyCar vehicles. These tracks naturally reduce speeds, break up pack racing, and provide safer racing conditions. 2. Improved catch fence design. Traditional catch fences, while effective at protecting spectators, can pose deadly risks to drivers. Alternative designs, such as vertical cables or softer, energy-absorbing barriers, have been proposed to minimize the severity of injuries in airborne crashes. 3rd, smaller fields. Limiting the number of cars in a race would reduce congestion and provide drivers with more space to react during incidents. Smaller fields also decrease the likelihood of large-scale pileups. 4th, aerodynamic adjustments. Reducing downforce levels would make cars more challenging to handle at high speeds, discouraging close pack racing. This would compel drivers to exercise greater caution and create more spread-out competition. 5th, pre-race risk assessments. Mandatory simulations replicating race day conditions could help identify potential hazards and allow for necessary adjustments before the event. These simulations would also provide drivers and organizers with a clearer understanding of the risks involved. How this crash changed IndyCar racing forever. Dan Wheldon's death was a watershed moment for IndyCar, sparking a series of safety reforms aimed at preventing similar tragedies. 1. The DW12 chassis. In 2012, IndyCar introduced the DW12 chassis, named in Wheldon's honor. This new design featured a lower nose to prevent cars from launching in rear-end collisions, enhanced energy-absorbing structures around the cockpit, and improved side impact protection to safeguard drivers from lateral forces. 2nd, stricter track evaluations. IndyCar implemented more rigorous assessments of tracks to determine their suitability for open-wheel racing. Tracks with high-risk configurations were either modified or removed from the schedule. 3. Advanced cockpit protection. In the years following Wheldon's crash, IndyCar introduced the Aeroscreen, a cockpit protection device designed to shield drivers from debris and impacts. Formula One implemented a similar system, the Halo, which has already proven its life-saving capabilities. Dan Wheldon's enduring legacy. Although Dan Wheldon's death was a tragic loss for the motorsport world, his death was not in vain. His legacy endures through the safety innovations his passing inspired. The reforms implemented after his crash have undoubtedly saved lives and continue to shape the future of IndyCar racing.